What if the secret to running faster, feeling younger, and having more energy after 40 was actually slowing down? No burnout, no sore joints for days, no feeling like every run is a battle. Just steady, controlled effort that you can actually stick to.
It's called Zone 2 training.
And if you're over 40 and trying to stay fit, live longer, or keep running long-term,
You need to master the art of easy run. It is non-negotiable foundation of your health.
most runners get this completely wrong, and it's exactly why they stay stuck.
I'm Dr. Sandesh Pandit. I'm a sports medicine doctor and a runner who started running after I turned 40.
I know exactly what it feels like to want results, but not want to feel broken after every workout. Because after 40, the stakes are different. It's not just about performance anymore. It's about being able to show up fully in your own life for the long haul. In this video, I'll show you exactly what Zone 2 is, what it does to your body at a cellular level, how to find your personal Zone 2, and a simple training plan you can start this week.
Now, let's talk about Zone 2. What's the big deal about all the zones and why is everybody talking about it?
Your body has different effort levels when you exercise.
Zones are a way to label how hard you're working, usually from very easy effort to maximal effort.
And how do we measure effort? One simple way is your heart rate. Why does knowing your zones matter? Because most runners train in a way that feels hard, but doesn't actually move them forward.
Your training zone is divided into 5 different zones. Zone 1 is where your heart rate is 50 to 60% of the heart rate max. You're putting very easy effort. It's called a recovery or warm-up zone. Zone 2, the zone that we're talking about today, your heart rate is about 60 to 70% of the heart rate max. It's easy. This is your aerobic base. Here you can still talk in full sentences.
Zones 3, 4, and 5 go progressively harder, from moderate effort all the way to your maximum. I have a full video on training those higher zones. Link is up there. But today, we're staying in Zone 2 because this is where most of your progress should come from.
Now, to calculate Zone 2, you need to first find out what's your max heart rate. And there are a couple different ways to do it. The easiest but also the least accurate way is 220 minus A's formula. For example, if I'm 47, my heart rate max comes out to be around 173. It's a very rough estimate. It's the least accurate one. Better than that would be the fitness watch zones. They are very helpful, but they are still generalized. They are excellent way to track the heart trains, but they underestimate your max heart rate. Usually, they are guessing low heart rate. Also, the most practical would be the talk test. Here, you can actually speak comfortably. You can talk in full sentences. You're breathing a little harder, but still comfortable. You can keep going for a long time. You're in Zone 2. If you are gasping for air, likely you're not in Zone 2 anymore. More advanced but optional would be the lab testing where you do your VO2 max and lactate testing. This will give you precise heart rate zones like Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4. My key message is we should not be chasing a number, just chase the right effort.
But here's what actually happens inside your body at this intensity. And the third one surprises most people.
Your body does 3 powerful things. Number 1, it builds mitochondria, both in terms of number and function. You're growing your energy factory. Number 2, you're strengthening your aerobic base. You can go longer and you can recover faster because otherwise after 40, recovery takes a little longer. So the goal is to train again tomorrow, not still be recovering. Number 3 is it improves your fat metabolism. You become more efficient in burning fat as fuel. This is why some people call it fat burning zone. Does it burn more body fat or belly fat? The answer to that is yes and no. Zone 2, make your body better at using fat for the fuel. That part is definitely true. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it melts your body fat by magic. Fat loss still depends on the same old mantra, calories in and calories out. Burning fat in workout is like swiping your card at the mall. That's spending, but it's not your whole bank balance. Your whole bank balance still depends on the cash in and cash out. And zone 2 is not just about running only. This also improves your heart health, your blood pressure, your metabolic health, better insulin sensitivity. Remember, diet and exercise is always a first-line treatment for so many chronic medical conditions like diabetes, hypertension, heart disease. Especially after 40, this becomes your foundation. You'll feel better about your health and everyday things around the house. They all will start feel like a breeze, like the stairs, groceries. Life feels less dramatic. And there are reports that you also feel happier and you sleep better too. And you also become a nicer person. Okay, the last one, I just made it up. But maybe zone 2 is also the right zone where you produce small amount of lactate. So let's stop blaming lactate. Now, here is what happens when you go faster. You start producing more byproducts faster than your body can clear them. So go slow because fat burning is a slow process. It requires oxygen and requires many chemical reactions. Go slow so we do not accumulate those byproducts.
But even if you train correctly, there's one thing that slows most runners down: recovery. And to help with that, I've put together a AAA smoothie recipe, a drink designed to help your body bounce back faster after your run. It has ingredients that reduce soreness, fight inflammation, and help your body adapt to training. You can click in the description below to grab that.
Let's start rebuilding your engine today.
So now the real question: how should you train in zone 2?
The minimum effective dose is 30 to 45 minutes, but ideal range is 45 to 90 minutes. And if you're short in time, even 30 minutes consistently 4 to 5 days per week also works. If you're training for endurance, longer session matter.
The key here is consistency, because consistency beats intensity.
There's a great book called Atomic Habits by James Clear that talks about the compounding power of consistency. Small things done repeatedly create big results. And honestly, it is better to do it consistently rather than to do one heroic workout and followed by 3 days of recovery. You don't want to do that. How often should I do it? For a general health, 3 to 4 sessions per week. For performance, it can be 70 to 80% of your total training volume. And yes, elite athletes spend most of their time at this zone 2 intensity. When will I see the results? 2 to 3 weeks, you feel better. 4 to 6 weeks, better endurance. And 8 to 12 weeks, you are faster at the same effort. And that's the magic, guys. This is adaptation process. Your body doesn't change overnight. And once it adapts, it stays with you. Now, let's talk about one mistake that many of us tend to do: training too hard all the time. If every workout feels hard, you're probably stuck in zone 3. And that's where the progress slows down, as recovery could be compromised. Remember, zone 2 is the one that builds the engine. Zone 4 or 5 improves the peak performance that boosts your VO2 max. So zone 3 sits in between. And I'm not anti-zone 3, but what I'm saying is just don't live in zone 3 all the time. Live in zone 2 and you go to zone 4 or 5 for your VO2 max. You can still sneak in zone 3 here and there to bridge the gap between the two zones, and also for some tempo workouts. Movement is medicine, but the right dose matters too. Don't just work out, train with purpose. See you in the next video.